Snorgle here. Welcome back to my playthrough of Call of Cthulhu. In the last video, we released a Cthulhuan abomination. We wanted to be his friend, but he didn't want to be our friend. So, we found a super weird, knifey, daggery, Lovecraftian thing, and sent him back to the painting where he came from. Now, Kat, the woman who runs liquor on the island and who beat us up at the beginning of the game, she indicated that she knew something was going to happen and that we were her, quote, canary in the coal mine. She wasn't explicit, but she did say we should go check out the Nameless bookstore. And that is exactly what we're going to do. So, let's go check out the Nameless bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins, as a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Paris. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back to the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. Let's be clear here. This was not a hard fight. Initially, I tried sneaking, and that was a horrible, horrible failure. Our buddy, Old Shambly, found us right away and eviscerated us, killed us immediately. So then I thought, and I was genuinely thought this would be a bit of a joke, was, how about I just run around like an idiot, and when he comes, I'll just play Ring Around the Rosie with him. And that actually worked. It genuinely worked. So fortunately, Old Shambly, he wasn't Usain Bolt. He was not a particularly fast abomination. And we were able to outrun him and grab the dagger, slash up his painty home, and send him back to wherever he came from. Maybe Des Moines. Okay, let's enter the bookstore and see what we find. Looks like somebody has broken in. Interesting. Careful, Blake. I should close every single door that way. Walk in and just close it with a shoulder whomp. That is a pro move. All right, let's look around. We're going to look at everything here because we don't want to miss anything. What's this?
An old diary.
The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to the voice in his head because it holds the truth. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, we're going to be thorough. We're going to look at everything. Oh, what's this?
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
This practical work, written by Sigmund Freud for psychologists, described the technique of analytical interpretation of dreams. The analysis must follow several rules, especially that of free association, a principle announced by Freud at the end of the 19th century. It treats dreams as a way of revealing buried desires. I cannot believe that this theory is applicable to my nightmares. The Shambler is my mom? Shamble mom? Not sure. Let's keep looking. Okay, we're going to go in there in a little bit. Let's be thorough here, though. We'll do this room first. Ooh. Look at that. Huh. Okay. Darkwater History by Harry Campbell, Volume 2. A Puritan colony led by Reverend John Wickwood, settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the particular color of rocks surrounding the island. Turns out it was because of a horrible Lovecraftian abomination. That doesn't say that. They erected the first buildings, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten note they left spoke of the nightmares and the deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Okay. Pink. Something pink. What is it? Nothing over here, it seems. I just checked that out. Don't really see anything. Ooh. Oh, what's this? Breviary of Medicine, Gym 3. Even a few years back, it was possible for a single practitioner to know all of the medical knowledge of their time. This book, which concludes the series, shows that this is now virtually impossible. About 10 renowned doctors took part in putting it together after this collection. Oh, putting together this collection. Okay. Let's view our character sheet. So our occultism has gone up a little, and our medical has gone up. How many points do we have? 5 available, 5 character points. We are maxed out on investigation. We need 6 for the next level for spot hidden, so we're gonna hold off on that a little bit. What's that?
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Okay. These Tibetan writings are the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helen Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of the Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. I thought they didn't exist. This book, discovered in a nameless bookstore in Darkwater, could be as much of a fake as irrefutable proofs of Blavatsky's sincerity. Okay. There we go. Okay. We like to use the lighter because the lighter is the lighter never runs out of fuel, and the lamp does. Handbook on Anatomy and Dissection, Book 2. Precise and illustrated with as much detail as the first volume. This book focuses on healing surgery specific to malformations and motor disorders. Okay. That's a checker thing. Let's see. Okay, so these are going up a little bit. Not hugely, but some, which is helpful. Okay, let's go look in here. This is different. We'll come back here in a second. There was another room up here on the right. I'm going to try to be thorough.
What happened here?
Ooh, let's do it. Reconstruction time.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from?
Here.
Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Indeed. Okay. Oh,
Someone tall left this footprint. A
Wait.
man, probably.
Wait, how do you know how tall they were? Maybe they just had big feet. All right. Seems a stretch. I'm no Sherlock Holmes, though.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Okay. Go check this room. We cannot. Okay. Yes, this does seem to be rather clumsy, doesn't he? We can't go in here. Ooh, let's see.
What killed all these animals? What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene?
bad one.
What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
I don't have enough. Ooh. Okay, that's weird.
What the? Charles Hawkins?
Oh, huh. It's very strange. We'll get a little closer.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Whoop. What happened?
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
That's very strange. Why did it knock me back?
Freud put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Okay. That was strange. Okay. Let's go back to that other room. Make sure. Wow. Okay. Let's start looking at books.
Arkham editions. Never heard of them.
A collection of poems by Edward Pickman Derby, also known as the Nightmare Lyrics. This collection of poems was sensationally received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. The volume is part of the Arkham Anthology, a luxurious collection of treatises and works on esotericism and the supernatural. Well, okay.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Don't know.
Another volume by Arkham editions.
Can I keep selecting it?
Arkham editions.
That's odd.
Never heard of them.
Okay, well, let's...
How many volumes are there in this
The
collection?
Key of Solomon. A book of spells supposedly written by the legendary King Solomon. It contains various rituals of invocation and rituals of curse. Reedition by Claudia D. Waits, based on L.W. de Lawrence's original. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology.
Another volume by Arkham editions.
Opera in 8 acts by Benvenuto Chiedi something. An infamous lyrical work published in Italy in 1768, it is said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology.
Arkham editions.
Oh, please stop.
Never heard of them.
Please stop. A collection of long-term astrological predictions written in verse. Written by Nostradamus, translated by E. Longi and Tholopius Widebridge. This volume is part of the Arkham Anthology.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
Please stop. A book of esoteric philosophy and a key text in Madame Blavatsky's Theosophical Movement, written by Helena Petrova Blavatsky. Part of the Arkham edition. Okay, keep going.
Another volume by Arkham editions.
Written by Hermes Tristan. Translated and edited by Nathaniel N. Coppelius. This collection of text on different beliefs was written by a legendary philosopher. It includes a translation of the Emerald Tablet, a popular text among 16th century alchemists. Part of the Arkham edition.
Arkham editions.
Please stop.
Never heard of them.
A collection of essays on American folklore and urban legends written by Albert Wilmarth, professor at Mississauga University. Part of the Arkham editions. I think we have one more to go.
How many volumes are there in this collection?
An ancient Frisian manuscript translated by William R. Sandbach. The text claims that, in the distant past, Europe and many other continents were controlled by mothers of this people, and moreover, that our alphabet is derived from the Frisian language. Part of the Arkham edition. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I wonder if we're going to need that. We think 1. Oh, there's one up there. 9. That we just can't get to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's remember that. 9. Is there anything in here that's going to help us?
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that builds the elder sign. Oh, that's what that little starry thing is. An elder sign. I've heard of the term elder sign, but I'm unfamiliar with what it is or what it means. This key that builds the elder sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Hundreds of years ago, the stars and the branch whose purpose was to push back the forces of the great old ones were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last trip of Hawkins to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Try to find it. I mean, is that a personal note? Try to find it? Okay. What is that? Middle drawer.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Seems like it. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Handbook and Anatomy and Dissection. Book 1. The least can be said about this book is that the title is well conceived. The illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods presented are illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart or a detachment proper to doctors to consult its pages. Okay. What's this?
A strange amulet.
Whoa.
I have a feeling I'd better not touch it.
Okay. A strange amulet. A strange amulet. The pendant is in the shape of a large dog. I don't know what it represents. I might find out more by searching the bookstore. Okay. Let's see. J. We need to open the safe. We've inspected the bookstore. Said we might find out more by looking at the bookstore. Let's look around. Again, look here. Oh my goodness.
How to find the combination of his safe.
Okay. Let's go. The page seems to be hidden here. It is possible to read. If someone finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I am in serious trouble. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in the plane of reality, in order that can be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads this line and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possession. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combine in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but disorder is the delight of imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or should I say a genius, was to match my intellect and find my combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage of Missantock University. The content of the safe is not only vast digestive knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous to fall in the wrong hands. Okay. Why do I feel like I'm going to open it up and it's going to be like a paper sack full of Hot Pockets? All right. So, okay. We'll look around the bookstore a little more. See if we can find something else here. Not seeing anything else. So, oh, what's it? What's this? Mm-hmm. There we go.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide.
Okay, that was...
Should perhaps listen to them.
Okay. Where? Does he have one of those thingies? Ooh. Yep, Darkwater history. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the water surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up until then, the reason was a favored refugee for the Sciatians. I'm assuming that means whale-type creatures. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Silly returned to port with a gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beach onto the whaling ship. Oh dear. Oh, here we go. Cylinder 1. Blank. Okay. How do I... Oh, there we go.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess, I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Okay. How do I select... Oh, there we go. Okay.
I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Uh-huh.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me.
Mm-hmm.
Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Okay, let's do this one again.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold.
Red drop like precious stones lie fixed in divine
Grail
gold.
does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of...
Okay, got it.
Let those of us who are still standing protect
The
our
Queen
White
has little
Queen from
protection.
their dark soldiers. I
Hmm?
see our numbers dwindling.
Oh, I see. Okay, so that must be the queen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, more stuff. Nope. Okay. Nope. Okay, let's see. So where... He talked about like jewels, red jewels. Where would we find those? We got 5 from the chessboard, 9 from the thing.
Chalice of knowledge.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay, I think I got it. It seems like a terrible idea, but I really could go for a hot pocket, so let's try it. Okay. Nope. God, it's confusing. Hold it. Okay. I don't know how to... Oh, I should be thinking about him. Okay. W, A, and D is change lock. W and S is rotate. Got it. So we're just going to do this in numerical order. See if this works. And then E is validate. Okay. Let's just iterate on this, shall we? We'll do it backwards. 935. Nope. Okay. 359. Wait, 3. No, I already tried that one. 5, 3. Oops, shoot. 539. Hey, it worked. in all fairness, I'm not sure they had Hot Pockets at this point in history, which is a shame. Not sponsored, by the way. Just a fan of Hot Pockets, not a fan of Hot Pockets. Okay. Weird, creepy stuff. Uh-oh. Yeah, this is maybe not great. Run? Oh, wow. I'm not sure what's happening. Uh-oh. Okay. I think that's a pretty good place to end this. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Listen, if you feel like it and you like this content, click that subscribe button. Maybe click the like button too. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. More of the playthrough of Call of Cthulhu. See you then.